Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Hawk Sports. Today we have so much content to cover, so let's hop right into our discussion.
Let's talk about James Harden leading the NBA in points per game. Harden is averaging 36.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game, while only averaging 36 minutes per game. In January, Harden broke Kobe Bryant's record for the most consecutive games with at least 30 points. Harden now has a 28-game streak where he scored at least 30 points per game. What do you guys think is next for Harden?
I mean,
He can only top it from here. He
yeah,
only can go up.
he's getting better as the seasons go by. And it's like weird because don't most players
Go down.
Yeah. And it's like he's aging, I guess I can say, with basketball like fine wine. Like he's just getting better and better and better.
I think he's going to get another MVP this year. You feel me? Because Harden's my favorite player. So I feel like with the team he has now, like with all the injuries, like there's nobody else playing as good as he is right now. So,
Definitely.
he's my MVP.
Okay. I mean, he's not mine, but I guess.
So your MVP?
I mean, y'all gonna hate me if I tell y'all.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say. I knew it. I knew it was Curry.
I
That
am a
team is too
Warriors
good.
fan.
And
They
why is he
are,
MVP?
but that's not a bad thing. They're my favorite team because they are just a great team. There's no one person on the team, before we had new members come join us.
Right.
There's not one person on the team who hogs or doesn't communicate well or doesn't give other people a chance. I feel like that team is just exceptional, and they're going to keep winning if they keep playing as a team.
But how can you be valuable on a team? How can you be the most valuable on a team full of valuable players?
Because there's always that one person that you can depend on, you can count on.
Do you
And
need-
that's Stephen Curry.
No, I think that team is the cheat code.
You
'Cause,
do?
the top 3 players on that team is debatable Hall of Famers. All in one
Okay,
team.
but is that a bad thing? Is that their fault for being good?
Yeah.
So y'all just haters.
You're supposed to want to go against the competition. You're not supposed to want to join it. Like you're supposed to
Well,
want to do better.
I mean, I can see how y'all would say that about Kevin Durant, but I mean, Steph Curry.
He
is
let him
Warriors,
he
so-
let him on his team. I feel,
So I
he
don't
could have said
know.
no.
I mean, even before that
How
though,
can
thinking
you
about
say
that
no?
though, even before KD came, wasn't
They
the
lost.
war? No, but they won one though before KD
But they
came.
lost.
But they also lost one.
You,
Okay.
Right. So why not improve instead of decline? You lost one. What you gonna do? You gotta win another
you
one.
can't. I'm not going to join the team that beat me.
Just to
if you
make it
beat me,
easier.
like,
If you can't
it's
beat them,
me
you
against
better
you.
join
but that's
them.
not
No, it
Steph
ain't- no,
Curry.
it
We're
ain't.
talking about
No,
Kevin
facts.
Durant.
No, you're right. You're
So
right.
it's like y'all asked me who my favorite player is, or
No,
who
but
my MVP
MVP
is,
yeah, right.
and it would have to be Steph Curry. And I don't think you guys have a valid argument against that.
Because he's not valuable. Because if he gets in, if he doesn't play, they're still going to win. So you can't be valuable.
So are you saying that a valuable player is someone who the team needs in order to win? That's a definition of a bad team.
No, that's the
You should
definition
have-
But that's
of a
definitely
MVP.
No.
I think
You should
that
have
may be
people
debatable.
on your team that can pick up the slack regardless if their MVP player is there or not.
Right, what
The
you
Warriors
said.
should still be able to win, as the Lakers should still be able to win if LeBron don't play.
Which is true, which is why some people say LeBron's MVP.
I agree with that statement.
But as far as Steph Curry goes, I don't see him as being the most valuable because, like he said, they don't necessarily need him to win. That's the definition of a
They
most
do,
valuable
though.
player. Like, your stats are going to go down if he's missing. If your most valuable player is not playing that game, your stats are going to go down as a team.
But I feel like they all need each other to win. Like
they
they're
won't out.
all important components to form one good team. That's how I feel like. Without Steph, would they really be the Warriors?
Yes.
No.
They
No.
definitely would. Yeah.
They wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
I think they would still be the Warriors, but I don't think they'd be like known Warriors without Steph. If
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like, they wouldn't be
I
like
agree.
top team out here like it's the Warriors without Steph. I feel like Steph comes with not just his basketball rep. It comes with more as a general
Yeah, like
person.
he's just
you know
an
what I'm saying?
all-around good person.
Like he's a person, like he's a basketball player without the scandals and everything. That's that's why I think Anaya is coming from when she says MVP. He's a great basketball player, all around plus a person too. So that's our
fine,
MVP.
but I don't think he's over James Harden
James Harden.
because James Harden is doing something that nobody else is doing in the
Okay.
league. Steph Curry is not. Don't get me wrong. I don't take anything away from him. He's great, but what he's doing, other people are capable of doing. And I'm not taking nothing away from his talent. But
Right.
James Harden, he's breaking records that people haven't even seen since the 60s.
That's true.
Since
Right.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
Yeah.
And those records that are like 20 seasons old, that's the definition of an MVP to me.
I don't think the question was who's better. The question was who was,
MVP.
yeah, like who would be my
Right.
choice for MVP.
Right.
So like, yeah, James Harden, he's doing his thing right now. But when has Steph not been doing his thing?
I mean,
Actually, Steph Curry wasn't everything that he is now when he first
I
joined
mean,
the
of course,
Warriors.
Right,
it's going to come.
agreed,
It's going to come
agreed.
with time. But when
Right.
has he not been a star player for the NBA?
When hasn't he been a star player for that?
He's
NBA?
always been
Well,
one.
when you got a team like the Golden State Warriors, it's really not that hard. If you-
Oh my goodness!
Because you really
They
don't
sound
have
like
to
haters,
do much.
guys.
You
They
really
sound
don't
like
have
haters.
to. I'm not hating, but basically what I'm saying is Steph Curry, he doesn't have to put the Warriors on his back.
Exactly.
But
And I
Harden
feel like
does.
with that, the whole team can play a better game because there's not one person that the entire team is depending on. Say Harden gets injured, what's Houston going to
they're
do?
gonna lose.
Okay, that's my
What you
point. They're not a good team.
So therefore, he's the most valuable.
He is. I'm not arguing that. I'm not
Alright.
arguing him. Let's agree on that.
But
He's
MVP is the most valuable player.
I know
Right.
what MVP is.
So, no, I'm saying,
saying
like-
my MVP would have to be Steph Curry.
Cause he's your favorite.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Right.
Okay,
But
so
not
we
because he
agree.
deserves it.
No, because oh my goodness, guys.
I give Harden most valuable player this season. I give him
There you
that.
go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Give him
Okay,
that.
this
Oh,
season.
alright, yeah, that's
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying.
that.
Alright, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
This season
He's still
definitely.
not my
Yeah.
favorite player. Let's say he's
No.
most improved and most valuable player
Most valuable player this season.
and most
This
Across
improved.
the board.
And most improved.
Definitely.
Okay, well, since we're in the wake of this basketball chat, the IUP men's basketball team has been doing astonishingly well this season. Overall, this far, we are 20-2, having only lost one home game and one away game. Most recently, the team played our rival school Slippery Rock and won the game 77-48. We pulled this win after a devastating 1-point loss to Mercyhurst. How important or how impressed are you all with the team this season?
I'm actually quite impressed. And I'm actually happy for them. Really.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think the team is really like pulling through. Coming from football season, we're definitely pulling this stretch through. We're definitely pulling through for like wins and stuff because football season was a little rough for us.
Facts, they only lost 2 games. I think
Yeah.
that's like really, really good. And the one game that they did lose off the buzzer beater was like.
Oh
crazy.
my! Were you at that game?
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, my heart dropped out of my body. I was
Crazy.
like, "What just happened?" Like out of nowhere, the player that scored the 3 wasn't scoring no
He was
points.
getting it just like he got it just to shoot.
I was
just to
like,
shoot.
"Oh my goodness, where did this man come from?" Because we had like 9 seconds. What was it, like 9 seconds or 7 seconds? And then everyone was like, "Oh, the game's not over. The game's not over." With 7 seconds left, and this man just scored a 3. Like
Facts. And they was down 2. They was down
2
2 and he shot a
points.
3.
And
And won
Oh,
the
wow.
game.
I actually didn't get
And
a
won the
chance to
game.
catch that
Me
game.
either.
that
I
game
didn't
was
either.
crazy.
Crowd was going like that game was crazy.
That game was real crazy.
That Slippery Rock game was crazy in the beginning, but then it just was like fell off. It was crazy. And the Slippery Rock fans, they were talking. They're like, "Yeah, we're here." I'm like, "Slippery
I was
Rock just
sitting
better
right
be the
there.
amazing team."
They were sitting near me. I was like,
For real, I was like, they just better be the most amazing team ever. Like, y'all just better beat us for y'all to be
See,
talking
it's
like
you gotta stay
this.
humble because
And
you
couldn't even
lose.
tell that they had beat them. Like they didn't look like they should have had beat them the first time.
At all.
I mean, you go back, you do the work, you come back out stronger.
That's
Definitely.
Facts.
In other news, for football news, Super Bowl 53 was not an exciting one at all. The New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams with a score of 13-3. Who did you all want to win, and what did you think of this game? I personally want the Patriots to win, because I just think like Tom Brady at this point is just unbeatable. I mean, I understand the Eagles beat them last year, but
They
like
sure did.
but like Tom Brady, he's proved himself. Like Tom Brady's been to what, to 5 out of the 6 Super Bowls? No, 5 out of 6 Super Bowls that the Patriots have won.
No, he definitely stands.
He's nice. Like
Yeah,
Tom
he's-
Brady's my
But you
favorite.
don't like
Definitely.
you don't never want to support the underdog. Like,
Yeah.
The Rams. I mean, you
See,
just
I
gotta
feel
beat
like-
the winners.
I
That's
feel like
it.
that's how people felt about us when we were making it. And I'm like, you see, y'all gonna keep talking down on us, and one day we gonna win the Super Bowl. And surely did we win the Super Bowl last year, the Philadelphia Eagles. But as far as this game, I wasn't cheering for anyone. I was cheering for Colin Kaepernick because I feel like the NFL is gonna continue to fail until they do right by him.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. Because the NFL is definitely going to decline, especially the ratings. From the ratings to the Super Bowl halftime show to the national anthem, it's definitely going to start declining until Colin Kaepernick gets what he needs.
Like how many people declined the Super Bowl halftime show that would have put on a great show?
Amazing. And the Super Bowl was in Atlanta. Like
that's what I'm saying. Jay-Z declined, Cardi B declined, and then they felt the need to have Gladys Knight sing the national anthem. Like the NFL's just doing a whole lot. But I guess for this game, the Rams is who I was rooting for. I mean, I feel like it should have been the Eagles. Like we definitely should have. It should have been the Eagles. But for this game, I was voting for the Rams. Cause the Patriots just, ugh.
Yeah, I wasn't really rooting for the Patriots. I wasn't hating on them, but I wasn't really looking forward to them winning. But I figured they was gonna win.
Me too.
I really didn't want them to.
Yeah.
They played a real good defensive game though. Both teams. It was amazing defense. It was really like the battle of the defense. It was
they were barely scoring.
Definitely.
It was at 13-3.
Yeah.
I heard that was the lowest scored Super Bowl in history. Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, you guys do
And they didn't. No score points were scored till the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a defensive
If
game.
I would have bought a ticket to that game, I would have been so mad.
Yeah.
Like
Left at halftime.
Why am I here?
Definitely.
And they be expensive. Them tickets be expensive.
I know they be expensive.
I would get my refund.
And it was in Atlanta too, so that was just like I know tickets was crazy.
Yeah, it definitely didn't feel like a Super Bowl game
At all. It was just like
it's an ordinary game.
Right.
Yeah, like
That was a preseason game.
Yeah.
Practice game, for real.
That was bad.
Alright, Antoinette Harris, who may become the first woman ever to receive a college football scholarship. Harris plays safety for the East Los Angeles College and received a football scholarship from Bethany College. How do you guys feel about a female playing college football?
I'm happy about this.
I'm all for
I
it.
love it because let me tell y'all, when I was younger, I loved to play football. I thought I was a QB. I always played with the boys. But like, this is amazing. This is amazing because there's so many times where people say you can't play football with the guys. It's a guy sport. And I wouldn't say that. And I feel like she's getting a chance to be equalized to other guys playing football instead of having to be in a separate league or a separate females league into where like you're not good enough. You can't really play with the guys. Like females are getting equalized in this world now. I like it.
Yeah, I think she's definitely making a statement, especially due to the fact that it's not just a regular sport. It's not only a male sport, but it's like physical sport. It's physically dominated. And she's playing safety, which is one of the harder positions in football. So I think this is definitely a statement.
Yeah, I feel like I'm all for it. She has way more courage than I do because I'd probably be caught dead playing football on a male team. I don't know. Scary. Like there's big guys coming at you. But I'm all for this women power. Okay, girls are running the world. We can do anything guys can do, even better sometimes.
Me personally, I don't like it off the strength that it causes like bad ethics because like as a man you're taught not to hit women, but like you're not. So when I go out there in the field, now I could hit a woman.
No, but how do you know how do you know she's female? Like you don't, I mean, you know, but like at the same time, like how do you know? Like with what's it called? Helmet on, everything. I feel like you shouldn't look at her as a female. You just look at her as another player. That's where I feel like guys y'all missing a point at. Like just equalize it. Like granted, you know she's a female. Just equalize it, right?
But it's not off the strength of her. It's off like as men you're taught not to don't hit a female. So why are you saying it's okay for me to hit this female?
You're not hitting her.
Playing football.
I am hitting her.
You're not. You might be tackling her. You're not open hand. Like I feel like
it's
in
not
that
domestic
sense,
violence.
It's kind of violence though, but it's abuse.
not.
Though, like,
Okay,
It's
but
not-
as
if
a
that's
man,
the
were you
case, then
also
violence-
taught not to have violence, period. Like, or is it just towards
just
females?
female. Like I see what you're saying, but like that's law. That's law. You're not supposed to hit a female. So it's like.
But Troy, she's a football player in this instinct.
I think I know what Troy.
You see what I'm saying?
I think I see what he's getting at because it's going like psychologically it might have an effect on you on the football field.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you're running up against her, you're gonna have to make a decision. All right, you're either gonna try to hold back because of a female, or ignore the fact that she's a female and run right through her.
And then if
that
I
might
run-
cause,
you know,
you know, that might cause a hesitation as a player. Psychologically, you might think about it like that.
And if I do, say I'm the man that injures her, you don't think like that person is gonna get so much backlash? Like,
I know.
I don't
You-
think they would get backlash.
No, I do not think you get backlash. That's
Because
like
ultimately
injuring any. I
it
feel like it's like injuring any other player though.
it's not gonna
It
be.
is,
though.
but
It
like
won't,
if
though.
that's what, but I'm saying like if you running straight through a player and his little he twists his ankle or something, you're not like, man, I just twist my man's ankle. You're not thinking about it like that.
Exactly. But when I do it to a girl, it's gonna be like,
What
oh,
if there was a
he's
really
definitely
scrawny
thinking of the
football
bigger
player?
picture.
That's what
though,
I'm
because
saying. Like, you
No.
gotta
as bad as
think
as bad as it sounds in today's day and age, especially with this social media, people are gonna take that and they're gonna run with it. Like,
No,
come
I
on,
don't-
we
I
all
But they
know
won't,
memes
they
gonna
won't have
come out.
valid arguments
All
then.
of
Because
that.
what if there's a scrawny man, this really small person playing football, and you're like, oh, if I hit him, I may crush him. Do you still have that hesitation?
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's
And-
Okay, so
Well,
you
that's-
cannot therefore have the hesitation. I feel like she's fit to play football because if she weren't, for one, she wouldn't have been offered a scholarship to do so. Secondly, she probably wouldn't have been picked by any teams. And thirdly, the coach probably wouldn't put her in if she wasn't fit to play. So I feel like you guys are taking away her credibility just
That's-
because she's a woman.
Right, that's
Wait,
what I'm
wait,
saying. You're
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not taking.
saying
I'm not
that.
taking
I'm
anything
saying
away from
nothing
her.
against her.
I'm actually for it. Like I'm actually happy that she's
Exactly.
doing it. And I said that she was
Okay.
making a statement. But I guess what he's saying is there's two sides to
It
the
hasn't
scale
been-
as always. There's
it
gonna
hasn't
be the
been
good and there's gonna be
culturally
some
accepted yet.
risk that
Okay.
you're gonna have to take. And you just have to weigh
I
it out
can,
with
I
this
can
one.
accept that.
I just feel like no. I just feel like I get what y'all saying, but at the same time, like if she put herself in this position, her coaches
Right.
put herself in this position. She knew what she was getting
She
into. If she
knew.
wanted y'all to hold back, I think she would have went to another league or something else like that. I understand what you're getting, like a guy's perspective,
That's
and
right.
I feel like should be like a eye opener for like guys. Period. Like females is coming in, like we need to like either get it to like we should get to the mindset where we can accept that. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all can like be able to tackle a girl and it not be, oh my God, I hit a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Everything's trial and error. I feel
Yeah,
like she's taking one for the team, for women. She's putting herself on the line. Like, women, you can do this. And if it backfires, then that's a whole different story. But I feel like she's in it for what it is. She knows what football is, clearly. I mean,
Yeah.
I
she
don't
was
know.
playing it.
But I feel like y'all are thinking I'm not talking about from her side. I'm talking about from any guy that hits her.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to think like not even just them personally. Like what is social media going to think? How are they going to? Because the minute she gets ran over, it's going to go viral.
yeah.
Right,
it's
and
true.
I get that point too.
And then you're on that spotlight.
Right. And God forbid an injury, a
Exactly.
season-ending injury.
So
But-
now as that I just wanted to play football. Now I have to worry about being that guy that injured that female or that hurt that female. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but you got to think of you saying that female. What if next year it's another girl, and they play on the same team? Then you got two females. Then when you get like more than one female, it's like, so what you gonna do? You gonna keep holding back? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like guys just have to get that mindset in like. Females can do this, so
Yeah.
we might as well like
I
adjust.
assure you, she's
and I
gonna
and I
do what
know
she
you
gotta
get-
do.
No, I don't see the problem. I don't see why not just start a college football, a female football league.
Cause why separate the two?
Because why? What is wrong with playing with your own sex? Like why do we need to play together?
Why can't we play together?
Because you go play with sports doesn't need to be intertwined. Like it's okay for you to go play with your sex.
But why can't I just want to know why I
Prime
can't play with the
It's
guys?
not-
Prime
you can't-
example,
like,
prime
why
example
can't-
is
like, I don't-
boxing. I don't think females and men should be boxing. I
Agreed.
don't think that should be intertwined. That's
how
an
you gonna
example
bring
of a sport like that.
But I mean, but why? But I agree personally. But why
Right.
can't females box? Though?
I'm not saying they
why
can't
can't they box with guys?
Right. I can't.
don't
I'm
need
not
to.
saying they can't box, and I'm not gonna take nothing away from a female. There's females out there 10 times stronger than some of the men out here. Right.
Facts.
Right.
But if you wanna break it down to on average and naturally, like naturally a female's body is not made for certain physical contact like men are. Right or wrong?
Yes, no, that's a fact.
Like don't
Where
get
y'all get that
offended.
fact?
Really think about it. Like the physicality of a female human body compared to the man. Let's think about it.
Okay, but you said a female can't box, so let's get on.
I never said that.
Well,
I
a
said-
female
I
should
never
be
said
able.
that.
You said a female should be able to box with a male.
Right.
Let's visit that there because I feel like if a female and a guy, same weight class, same build, or same everything at that point, Why can't we box?
Because when it comes to a female, some females, I won't say all of them, some females, there's a limit to how far they can push their body.
Right.
In comparison to men, there's a limit to how much a male body can lift, can push physically compared to a female. Like a female, you can be as strong as you want, but based on your frame, you're only gonna be able to bench so much, lift so much weights,
Right.
and have the hand speed fast enough. Now, I'm not saying a female can't box a male, but if you wanna say on average, because there's a lot of people that box. There's a lot of females that box.
Right.
But it's too much complications for you to try to mix and match who's perfect for this one, who's perfect for
Okay.
this person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna put a female, they could be in the same weight class, but there's a height differential. You're not gonna put a female that's 5'2" against a guy that's 5'11"
Right.
Why?
with a build 230.
Why?
I like that question.
Why? like you're seriously gonna ask me why?
I'm talking so heavy, y'all.
Like the
but I just-
same reason
don't
why men
know.
shouldn't put their hands on females. Why? Why do people say
Females
that?
shouldn't
But
put their hands on
we're
males
talking about
either.
A sport. We're talking about a sport. It's not a domestic violence relationship,
Exactly. So
guys.
Right.
in sports, you have males and females.
No.
The NBA does it.
I-
What's wrong with that? WNBA.
I feel like I personally feel like the women's WNBA and NBA. I feel like they can play together. I mean, it's the
You're
truth.
gonna get cooked. They,
No,
Like-
but I get
James
understand.
Harden's gonna do all of. Who's gonna guard James Harden?
I don't know.
Like, let me-
Now, I'm sure there's someone out there.
Right,
that can.
there's probably plenty of females out here that can probably guard James Harden, but
Oh, no.
but I wouldn't say plenty.
Listen,
I would say
listen,
plenty, just a few. But still, I feel like they can definitely play together. It's not, and then to this sense right here, it's college football at that. It's college football. It's not like this girl is in the NFL. She wants to be in the NFL, but it's not. When she gets to that point, that'd be a different situation.
What's the difference?
College football, she's going but go so. I feel like she's gonna go but go so
So
far.
you're putting limitations on her.
No, anybody in
You're
college
putting
football,
limitations
everybody
on
from
her.
everybody in college football do not go to NFL. Correct or incorrect?
That's correct. You felt you got me with that?
No, but I'm saying though, she might not be able to go to the NFL, and she's gonna be okay with that, just like all the other guys that's not gonna go to the NFL. They gotta be okay with that.
Right, but my point is, you don't need to play with us. Like, you don't have, like, not the fact that you
I
shouldn't.
understand.
Like, if you had, like, I just feel like college, every sports needs a boy team and a girl team. What's so wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
It's gonna come down to the type of sport. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to a certain sport like football, it's such a physical sport. I think we should try to keep it, males
'Cause-
on this side, females
but-
on this side. I'm not taking anything away from
Right,
females.
but like,
Mine
but I
is
want
not
y'all
heavy.
to. I really want y'all to think about like when little kids play like t-ball and little league basketball.
Right.
Are they intertwined, right?
Yes.
So what's the difference between then and now?
Okay,
What's
so
the difference? Because a child, boy or girl, a 6-year-old, like I said before, they're only gonna be able to push their body to a certain limit, to the point where you're not gonna have a 6-year-old boy outperforming a 6-year-old girl like drastically. You get what I'm saying? Based on their body type. Unless you're like training a little military 6-year-old.
I mean, but
You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I get what you're
But-
saying, but there's exceptional children. They're getting
Right,
as
that's-
the generations grow, they're
Right,
getting
when
exceptional.
when they're young, that's prior through puberty, body changes, and everything that really makes a difference between a male and a female physically.
Okay.
and I feel like this is only a one-sided topic. Like, nobody cares on the male side. Like, why are we talking about a guy trying to get drafted to the WNBA?
Because no, don't do that.
What's wrong
See,
with that?
I was riding with you until you just made that
What's wrong with
comment. You cannot say that because you guys have more privileges than females do. Of course, you're not going to complain about your privilege. Why would you go from being in the NBA
To
to
the
being in the
WNBA?
WNBA? The NBA is way superior than the WNBA. So you can't say,
But why is that?
oh, why can't we go there? Why would you want to go there?
Why is that,
That's
though?
why. Because like statements you make, you guys are putting stigmas or limitations on female sports. You're not holding them to the same standards that you're holding these male players to, and that's hindering them.
But they don't do it. Like, they don't do what male players do.
Which-
You don't go to a game and see females dunking. Like, you go to. Not saying there aren't females that can dunk, because there are a few. But you're not going to a game and seeing. You're probably going to see what if you sold 3 dunks in an NBA game. You're probably going to see 5, 6, 10. You see what I'm saying? Like, the number varies. Like, I go there for the excitement. Me personally, NBA is more exciting than WNBA.
Exactly, that's my point. Why, like, and you're saying, why is that? And I'm saying, I'm agreeing with your question, why is that? I want to know too, because why aren't women just as capable as putting on an exciting show as men are? Why is it that the different sex determines who's going to dunk, who's going to do this, who's going to do that? Like,
Because
Or who can play and who can't play.
Because naturally,
To Mars' point.
the human body, a female, naturally,
Where are
on
y'all getting
average,
these
is only
stats
gonna
from?
jump so high.
so they only
Like-
just can't jump
I would
high.
say so.
No,
so
it's not saying you can't jump high, but okay, how many females do you know is windmill dunks in college?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, all right. How many men? How many men do you know?
I don't know.
There's a
There's a
lot.
lot of them.
Okay, so you can sit
And
there and
that's
be like,
because
why?
you guys watch men
Okay, so
play.
I-
I've
why
never
don't-
seen a
Why don't females dunk?
I don't know. I don't play basketball.
Why-
Why do men dunk?
Because
They can.
they're jumping that high
They
on
dunk.
average.
Most people are dunking for egotistic reasons. And personally, maybe females just aren't that flashy. Maybe they just want to play basketball as men should.
that's what
That's a different answer.
I definitely
Doesn't sound
agree.
good.
I definitely
It-
agree
it
with Anaya.
definitely
I would.
do sound good until you watch
I
females
definitely
play.
no,
Like,
I
Oh
know.
my
I
goodness.
disagree because I definitely agree with Anaya when she's saying that because I feel like the men have taken away the the quality of the game for
Right.
women. So now that y'all limited us to y'all think we only are able to just play the game and we
Right.
can't dunk and stuff. We just like all right, we just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Once
gonna fit
again,
into the category?
once again, I never said you guys couldn't dunk. You didn't
I
answer my
said
question.
y'all limited
Why
us
do
though.
you? Why? Okay, you didn't answer my question though.
This is the setup.
Why is it that on average in WNBA, women are not jumping that high, dunking it like that? Just tell me why.
I don't know. You tell us why.
No, good. Tell me why.
No, since you got
Maybe
like,
No, I
they're
did- I
maybe
told you
I
why,
feel
but
like
go ahead.
maybe they're valuing the quality of the game. Maybe they just want to play the game because
And that's
y'all
why-
took it
and
y'all
that's why
taken
they're
it
not
away from
dunking.
us for so
And
long.
that's why they're
Dunking
not
is a part of
dunking.
the
No, yeah, because y'all took it away for so long. They're like, no, we gonna play this game.
Right,
We
so-
gonna play it
so
how
y'all-
we
y'all
want to
not
play
dunking to
it.
keep it
just
classy.
let the girl
Keep it
play
classy,
football.
yes.
Let the girl
Sure.
play football. Just let her play.
At the end of the day-
I really want to see what happens.
Yeah, I wish the best for
We're
her.
just gonna all have to agree to
I
disagree.
can't wait to see her in the NFL,
Watch. Sis gonna make it. Period.
and then we're going to revisit this conversation.
Yeah. Then we'll talk about it afterward.
Until Saquon Barkley started running. Right, like straight through. But no, I wish her the best. Though. I feel like this is good. This is definitely a great statement in the college football world, and this is definitely gonna bring a lot of attention towards it. Great
Yes.
attention
Yes.
at that.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for tuning in to
Hawk Sports.